All right, everybody, we want to take a second to talk to you about an amazing sponsor. We have an amazing relationship with RayAllen.com. Ray Allen is a one-stop shop for everything dog, not just working dogs. Everything dog that you need, you can go down there, check them out, RayAllen.com. Awesome people. They got everything you need.
Another one of our favorite partnerships is with a dog trainer. They've been with us from the start. Great collars, great ball poppers, great GPS tracking, big dog, small dog, bark collars, everything. I got everything like that they have at the kennel. We use it every day. Be sure to head them up, dogtrainer.com. Listen for the discount code later in the episode.
Hey guys, it's going to happen. August 16th through the 19th. HITS is coming back. The HITS Canine Conference in Orlando, Florida, August 16th through the 19th. Get on there. It's the biggest, the best. Check it out. HitsCanine.net. HitsCanine.net. Get registered now.
Take the guesswork out of making sure you're feeding your working dog correctly by using Kinetic Dog Food. Hit them up at kineticdogfood.com and look them up on the Instagrams at Kinetic Dog Food. Take all the guesswork out and do it right from the beginning.
We love Horizon Structures. Dude, this stuff is so awesome, man. You can get online. You can talk to them. You could build it you want from mild to wild. They'll come bring it to your place, set it down on your pad, hook up your power, hook up your water, and you can put dogs in it that day. If you don't believe me, check out some guys like Justin Rigney's got a great setup there. Ask him. Check him out, horizonstructures.com. All right, everybody, Working Dog Radio. We are back broadcasting the bite from Pittsburgh, the Blueline Conference. This is Thursday morning, so the last day of classes. Had some good episodes already. I'm sure you guys have listened to them. Ted, what do you think? Everything's still rolling along for you?
Yeah, everything's rocking and rolling. I'm trying to nail down a couple more guests that I saw, or instructors that I saw that everybody's sitting in classes, so I can't. So I gotta like catch them in between.
Yeah.
So it's been there's a lot of good stuff going on. Or Evan, our den mother, just did his. I was doing it right now, I guess. So I walked by over there a minute ago, and he's walking around with his cane in there. So
yeah, he had surgery, so he's got a cane and everything like that. So, but yeah, plugging away. We teach today at 1:45.
Yep.
For 2 hours, our dog and pony show. It's pretty fun. We have a good time. Got some videos in our things from back in my day of handling. We usually the Willie car video is that the last one is that the capper in the system?
I think so.
Yeah, usually it is. That's what we do. It's my dog jumping over the top of a car and biting someone, and me coming and punching the guy in the face a bunch. So it's a good little finish. People are like, "How were you as a cop?" Well, hold on, stand by. You can see here in a minute.
You don't like getting your boots wet,
right? Yeah. I run really weird in the video. It's a whole thing. You have to be there. Come to the class if you ever see us. We're going to be at HITS this year teaching down in Orlando. That'll be good.
Yes.
Well, that
August.
Yeah, we'll pack them in there. That'll be fun. So, with us today, in this episode, so we like to have one or two charities on at these things all the time because they're really super important people, and because charities are, donation driven, and they want exposure, need exposure, and they're doing good stuff. We like to have them on. So. A lady we've never met before. We saw her walk in and like, snag her. Let's go, bring her out here. Leah, I'm not doing the last name. Leah from Brady's Canine Fun. How are you?
Good. How are you? Thanks for having me.
I saw you came in late. Did they call you last minute? Hey, can you come down here?
No, I have Brady with me. So he has to do his full-time job at school. Mm-hmm. So I snagged him for today. We always come on the last day. And got to bring him back to school tomorrow. So in and out.
Brady's sitting here. He didn't want to be on mic, so
no, he's shy pants over here.
So tell everybody your story. Where the fun came from.
Yeah.
Obviously, you know where the name came from, but why are you doing what you do?
Yeah. So in 2018, Brady's always been a cop lover since he was a baby. He would dress up as a police officer every day, and he loved also animals. So police and police canines were his thing as a little guy. And at 8, he was sitting down watching one of his favorite shows, Live PD, and watching the canines and loving it. And he was like, "Mom, why why doesn't that dog have a vest on like his handler? And I'm like, well, that's a good question. I'm like, but the equipment's really expensive, and the dogs themselves and all what comes with it's really expensive. So some of them can't afford it, and he's thinking, I could see, his wheels turning, and he just decided, well, I wanna raise some money and give a dog that doesn't have a vest, and it was one dog and call it a day. And I said, all right. So we set up one of those, GoFundMe to raise some money, and it turned out that he raised enough for 4 vests.
Wow.
Yeah. And so he donated it to the local troopers in our area. They did not have any ballistic vests, and that's how it started, because it just kept rolling. Like, the fundraiser kept raising money, and handlers kept reaching out. And so, yeah, that's how it started, and we never looked back. In 2019, I said, look, dude, you got to either make this official and make it a nonprofit, or you need to stop. And he's like, do we have guys on our wait list? I said, yep. He's like, then we got to make it official.
That's great.
So
that's hilarious. So, Brady, what you don't know is Ted is from Tulsa, Oklahoma, which is basically the headquarters of Live PD.
Yeah, it's kind of where it started.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of the main
Sticks.
guys is there, right? He's
Sticks, yeah.
Yeah.
Larkin, yeah. He and I have a lot of mutual friends, and yeah. In fact, I like to play a game, stay in and watch Live PD, or go outside and be on it, because like, I've seen the film crews, like, out by my kennel,
his neighbor,
right by the kennel. I'm like, I know what you guys are doing. Like, I'm going to see that later. So
we decided to do the 501c3 and get all that. How long did that take?
I just did all the paperwork, and it's a pain in the ass. Yeah. But we got up and rolling in January of 2019. We were official. And that's what we do. We run the Brady's Canine Fund website. The guys go on, they enter their information, it puts them on a wait list, and then we just contact them as the money rolls in.
That's great, man. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So how have you been doing fundraising?
Yeah, so most of our fundraising comes directly online, through our social medias, just at Brady's Canine Fund on Instagram and Facebook is all we do. Mm-hmm. And then we run our our store on the website, and then we do some in-person appearances. Mm-hmm. This year we're going to be down in Austin, Texas in May 21st. And then we're going to be doing a big one in Cleveland, because that's like where we're from.
Okay, yeah, I'm from Canton.
Yeah. All right, cool. So we'll be up in Cleveland in August, and then that's pretty much it.
What event in Austin?
We're doing it at a brewery. It's just
okay.
Yeah, it's just a pop up.
You should reach out in time and see if the Black Rifle guys will help.
Yeah,
if they're listening, if anybody can direct us to, the Black Rifle
they're down
guys.
there.
Yeah, they're in Austin. They're in Austin and San Antonio now. I don't remember.
Somewhere down there. They got a few places down there, but I think one of their guys listens to the podcast.
All right, cool.
We'll see if we can get him on there. So is Brady now? Are you becoming social media?
He hates it.
Yeah.
Yeah. He is such a shy guy, but he totally loves the handlers. He loves the dogs. He loves giving back, but he hates being on the news. And he just likes to stay out of the limelight. Mm-hmm. But he's totally invested in the business. So all of our shirts, he helps design those. He does some social media if I can wrangle him. And in the beginning, it was rough because, the news was all over him. So he was doing weekly. And he was the ASPCA Kid of the Year in 2019. So he gave a big speech down in New York City, and I was really proud of him. I couldn't do that.
I've never been to New York City, so you got me beat on that.
Yeah.
How'd that speech go out?
Phenomenal. The kid's like a professional. He just doesn't know it.
And you didn't want a mic?
No, he doesn't want to talk.
He's just looking at me.
So if you go to YouTube right now, they're both wearing some of their Brady's stuff. She's got a shirt on. He's got a hoodie on. Make sure you go and check it out. One of the design. I don't know if you'll be able to see from one of the cameras. He's Brian's got it taken care of for you. But where do people get that type of stuff? That's part of the fundraising, I assume, right?
Yeah, all our gear goes directly to the dogs right off of Brady'sCanineFund.com. /store. You can buy all his gear. We have shirts. I don't know. You see it.
Bouncing around, that's perfect.
We have shirts and the coins and the patches. He loves the rubber PVC patches.
Mm-hmm.
So he made up one of those, and
Ted and I use a guy in China named Steve, right? Is his name Steve?
Yeah, and if you're watching on YouTube,
it's Steve, right.
Steve.
Hey, it's Steve.
From
And it's like,
China. Yeah, that sounds legit.
Yeah. But so Ted, when I got into Canine in 05, the vests were like giant Vietnam era flak vests.
Practical.
And then we had a dog, Jethro, that got killed in 2016.
Yes.
It's a dog that I trained that worked for my agency. And then so the vest really, really came to the forefront then after Jethro, because his story went crazy. But what's it like in Tulsa? Because Tulsa is 190 degrees, like starting in May.
Yeah, it's definitely hot. A lot of our guys have them. They'll use them for high risk tracks. I have some guys that have some Canine Storm ones that are the super thin ones that are a lot more. They're not quite as heavy, but we'll use them during like high risk tracks. My SWAT guys will use them for barricaded suspect stuff, but for the most part, that's when the dogs get. I mean, there's not necessarily a thing is like a lowest track, but that's the majority of the time when they use most of them. But
cool.
Yeah.
What?
All right, we love the Perkinsons down in North Carolina at Highland Canine Training. They are great people, great trainers. They got a good business model. They're awesome folks. We've been with them for a long time. They're also super smart, and they understand that a lot of agencies are struggling to have manpower, so they're not sending people away for training. You guys have been there. You know, you put in, denied, lack of manpower. So they've created an online course section of their website, tacticalpolicecaninetraining.com. You get on there under training, the online course. But here's the best thing is they offer a supervisor, canine supervisor course, which we know a lot of police canine supervisors don't get to go to training. They don't know as much as they should. Right here online, the course discusses topics such as proper selection of dogs and handlers, proper deployment, effective allocation and utilization, as well as liability and the FLSA issues, which we know is where all the legal stuff comes from, interdepartmental. The course can be taken at your convenience, and you will receive a certificate of completion at the end. They're offering an amazing discount, guys. 30% off using the discount code WDR30. It's a no-brainer. If you're a police supervisor and you guys have manpower issues and you can't go, get on tacticalpolicecaninetraining.com under the training tab. Get on that supervisor's course, man. I'm telling you, it's a smart decision.
Another one of our favorite partnerships with the podcast here is the one and only 𝗏𝗓. The 𝗏𝗓 guys have been producing some amazing tools in the dog training world for a long time. Everything from e-collars, GPS tracking, ball trainers. If it's electric and you use it with a dog, they've probably done it. They're the best. They are revolutionizing the way you communicate with the dog. I use it daily, whether I'm using pets. I use the 200C on most of our pets. Most of my patrol guys will use a 1900 hands-free, 1900S hands-free, and then I use the ball popper pretty much daily with all of our detection dogs for imprinting on our box protocols. So hit them up at 𝗏𝗓 Official on Instagram and Facebook, and then you've got 𝗏𝗓.com. And when you go there, if you use the discount code WDR10, they'll give you 10% off a single item over $200. So if you're looking at a 1900S or that Ball Popper Pro or one of those things, it'll knock a substantial chunk off there. So hit them up, 𝗏𝗓.com, WDR10.
So everybody knows that Ted and I not only train police dogs, we train pet dogs, right? We train dogs. So it's why our relationship with Ray Allen Manufacturing is so important. These guys have been doing this so long. They knew and they understand that dogs are dogs, and it's not just working dog people that need things for their dog and dog training. So you go to rayallen.com. They have everything dog related that you need. Anything that when it comes to dogs, pet dogs, your pet, training dogs, police dogs, dogs you're training for other departments, anything you need, rayallen.com. They've got it. You can get on there. So if you're ordering stuff for police dogs, and if you have a pet side, you can get it all in one, man. They ship it out. Got a nice big box full of a whole bunch of stuff. There's nothing better than getting a big box of dog training stuff in the mail. They also are great to us, and they offer a discount code Working Dog Radio, all capital letters, Working Dog Radio, for 10% off. Check them out, rayallen.com. Great people. Ted and I use them every day.
Super excited to have American Aluminum Accessories on board with us here at the podcast. These guys manufacture a wide variety of products, from high quality cam locker toolboxes to an extensive line of products designed to meet the ever-changing needs of the law enforcement community. Around 1992, due to the demand for safe and secure transport for a local law enforcement agency's canine unit, they introduced the very first in-vehicle Easy Rider canine container. So it was basically what we now call just our inserts. They have continuously grown and expanded the products, catering to the needs and the wants of their valued customers and high-profile clientele, and catering specifically to law enforcement. Over the years, as the needs have changed for law enforcement, they've evolved and expanded the products to include inmate transport systems, the canine training aids, which I use quite a bit of, canine inserts. Every one of my guys has one of those things. And if you're not even have to be in law enforcement, I have several friends that are civilians that work lots of dogs that have the inserts put into their cars too. So if you got one that fits, you can do it. They also do contraband and animal control systems, just to name a few. So be sure to hit them up. The website is Easy Rider Online. So that's the letter E, the letter Z as in zebra, rideronline.com. If you're looking for them on Instagram and Facebook, it's American Aluminum Accessories. Feel free to hit them up there too.
So our first and oldest sponsor that's been with us from the beginning is Arno out at ALM, out there in Las Vegas area. Arno is a great dude. He makes great stuff for police work and sport work, suits, tugs. I'm telling you right now, his tugs are the best in the business. You can't get any better. Multiple colors. I buy boxes of them from him, give them out to everybody. I've got a bite suit from him. Love it. I've had it for a little over 3 years, and it's holding up like a champ. Ted's got a suit that he's had forever from ALM. We wouldn't go anywhere else, man. We love it. Arno is such a good dude. His almcanineequipment.com is the website. Get on there. He's got pre-made suits. He can do custom suits based on your measurements. He's got stuff already made up. If you kind of get a kind of generic large size, maybe for everybody. The colors he has, man, is really cool. He can put a lot of stuff on those suits. Check him out, almcanineequipment.com, and use the discount code WD Radio for 10% off.
Running a kennel is one of those things that I always worry about, is cleanliness and safety of dogs. And it seems like it's an ever-changing issue, being able to house dogs and move things around, everything else. So the guys at Horizon Structure make this as easy as possible. Literally, the only thing you have to do is have water and power hookups, and they deliver it, and you can put dogs in that day. And it comes on a trailer. They just drop it off. You plug it in, put dogs in it, and you're ready to rock. You keep them clean, you keep them safe, you keep them cool in the summer and warm in the wintertime. And it's completely custom. You can go complete mild to wild. I've seen some that were stainless steel all the way from top to bottom on the inside. And then I've seen some for a bulldog breeder that, had smaller gates because those things can't jump. So if you reach out to them, they're sitting there waiting for you to call and help you through the custom design process. They have everything from 2-dog ones up to, I want to say like 18 or 20. It's you can put a lot of dogs, indoor, outdoor runs. So anything you've ever dreamed of, they've got it, have done it, or can do it. So they've taken all the guesswork out of building it. Everything is pre-done to your specifications, and it's assembled, dropped off, boom, you're ready to rock. Things are amazing. Rigney has one. We've had him on the show a couple of times. Go check out his Instagram, and you can see he's posted it up there before. Go look Horizon up at Horizon Structures, spelled out. On the internet, it's horizonstructures.com, and you're going to look for the link in there that says commercial dog kennels. Or give them a call, 888-447-4337. They'd love to talk to you and get you started on the way.
So I saw on the sign over at your booth there that you're over like 445 people. That's insane.
Yeah, we're at like 620 now.
Wanting to have one vest, one dog.
Right? I know. Tell me about it. I still am in shock about it. He's also like promoted other children by doing lemonade stands and stuff to give back to Brady's Canine Fund. We've had some schools out in Connecticut that do the penny wars, and they love it. And then we set up so the dogs come and visit them.
Well, that's cool.
Talking about Texas, we've done San Antonio's team, Austin's team, and I think 10 of Dallas.
Wow.
But we're huge out in California. They're getting really big out there, and that's a hot state. And they're starting to love it. Yeah.
What's the farthest away?
Afghanistan, probably.
Wow.
Yeah, we did 2 Army dogs out there when they were stationed. Sweden, UK, and Canada. Canada, they reach out to us a lot.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Is there specific dogs that stand out when you think about it? I see you have some dogs on the sign out there that are...
Yeah, that's Canine Brady. He's out of Massachusetts. I know, right?
Well, of course.
The reason we chose Brady for his image is his dad takes great pictures of him. And he's just a little ham. I like Joker. He's out in California. He recently in November, he got stabbed. Almost didn't make it. The vet doesn't know why he's still alive. He's bled out so much.
What kind of dog is it?
He was a Mal.
Yeah, that's why he's still alive.
Yeah, that fighting aspect.
This was
of it.
recent, right?
Yeah, November.
Yep.
So we reached out. We're like, dude, we got to get you a vest now that we know Joker's gonna return to the streets. So we have this thing where if a dog gets injured, they get a vest in like 2 days. We have like that set up with LOF. Like,
Nice.
move to the top. He's not going back to the street unless he has something.
That's what I was going to ask. What you guys? So you use the LOF?
We use the Street Fighter, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a
we
nice
love
vest.
it. We find it to be super practical. And
Did you guys run into
top-notch.
the COVID shortage getting things into the
No.
country and all that other stuff?
To be honest with you, no. And even donations, I'm like, oh, we're going to get killed. But we were right on track for, and every year we do more and more. We did more during COVID as far as accepting donations, and LOF luckily didn't run into too much manufacturing issues. So
Yeah,
kind
that's
of lucked
good.
out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
you
make
got
all
lucky
that stuff
there.
up there, and so I think most of that materials are either made in Canada or because I know Canada Storm really didn't either. So so definitely it didn't have to ship stuff in.
Right.
Which helps.
Yeah.
Try to get a plastic molded crate. You're
good
8
luck.
months out. to get
yeah, I
those
don't-
damn things.
No, that tub I have at the kennel, that stainless steel one, I ordered that thing 3 times.
Really?
Yeah, I'm sure there's 2 more sitting in a port in California somewhere waiting to get offloaded. But
So I think the thing, if I was Brady and if I was you, if I had a charity that provided vests like that or something similar, my OCD would stress me out if I saw dogs on a waiting list.
Yeah, it does.
It would drive me crazy. And so I would feel like desperate pressure to make sure I have the money, make sure I get the things going. How hard is it to stay ahead of the list?
Yeah.
Or is it impossible?
It's tough. Like, I'm not going to lie. Like, I get yelled at all the time by my like CPA and the board members because they're like, you can't keep running your money so low. And I'm like, dude, if there's a dog on my list, that vest is being bought. Like, I'm not going to be sitting on 20,000 when I have 50 on the wait list. Like, it's not going to happen. Like, we don't hold on to our funds too long.
Right.
And I feel like that's how nonprofits should run, right? Like,
Yeah.
they're scraping the bottom. And so that's how I run the show. Yeah, we'll get, usually once a year, we'll get a really nice donation. Somebody passes away and leaves money to Brady, and that will catch up our wait list, right? And then it's so funny how it works out. We will clear the wait list. I'll take a breath, and next week we got 5 more guys waiting. You know, we've been at 50 for our highest, and right now we're probably at like 22.
Yeah. Yeah. See,
It
it's
stresses me out.
Yeah, that would definitely.
Yeah.
Is he a taskmaster? Does he crack the whip here when he sees that?
No, but he gets mad at me. Like we did an appearance at a fireman versus police hockey game, and I ran out of mediums in our hoodie, and he's like, "What's wrong with you? You gotta bring more, Mom." And I'm like, "I can only carry so much." And today he's like, "Did you bring a lot of mediums? You got the mediums hooked
Well, they'll
up?"
never forget.
I'm
The
like,
mediums will be a
"Dear
conversation
God."
thing all the time for those guys, for him. So, a good friend of ours, Mike, has a class here about starting a 501c3 and fundraising and things like that. Because his 2-dog unit does like a couple $100,000 a year they raise for their it pays for everything through their department. But so people aren't reinventing the wheel. We've had some 501c3 folks on, and I think some people think that the whole process is relatively easy. But talk about real quick a couple so that somebody doesn't make mistakes that you make. If somebody's trying to start a nonprofit for, like, say, heat alarms or something like that,
Yeah.
what are some of the 501c3 things that you were like, man, if I would have known that, I wouldn't have done it. That killed time.
All right, you ready? Mr. IRS.
Yeah.
Oh, so like an idiot, I thought, well, my fiscal year ends in December 31st, right? Get my taxes done and submitted by January 18th, and then I find out, yeah, no, they end in like, I don't even know.
Yeah.
I gave it to-
October or something like that?
No, like
after.
like February 28th, some random date. March 1st is like done, and I'm like, so they're like, you never filed all your taxes like for 3 years, and I'm like, what are you talking about here? And they're like, yeah, moron, you're February 28th. So now I've learned you got to pay for a CPA. I don't like to pay people to do the paperwork because I want the money to go to the dogs.
Right.
And now I've learned, all right, after all of that, getting,
The IRS doesn't
paperwork-
care where your money's going. They don't care
And
about
we don't-
dogs and anything.
we don't have to pay taxes. They care.
Yeah.
Man, they are on your butt. And so,
You could start a 501c3 for retired IRS agents, and they'll still
Yes.
come after your ass for filing in January.
Kind of
seriously.
like that dude down here towing cop cars.
Yeah.
Yes, I know, with Joe Gibbon.
Same guy.
Well, like, who the hell does that?
Yeah.
Who walks into a police conference screaming at the guy running it? It's like, that doesn't,
Yeah.
dude.
A
We're on
guy-
the same. We're on the same.
He threatened to
page.
tow a cop car with a dog in it. He's going to do it. Like, this is it. This is the last second. That's a guy who's he's not a good dude.
No.
That's a guy who's not in charge of anything in his life. So when he gets in and puts his motor boots on, I'm in charge of
Yeah.
this city. This is mine. And
Yeah,
I'm going to tow
imagine
all your
being
crap.
his wife at home.
Yeah.
She can't
He's
make.
probably a
dinner
cuckold
quick
at
enough.
home. But
That guy, he's got a serious issue, and all for a thing that's happening in 5 days
Yeah.
from now.
Yeah,
I mean,
for the
really?
marathon.
Come
Yeah.
on.
Brian, our sound engineer's over here laughing at that one. So I don't think that's
Like
we've
it.
ever said that on.
Congratulations.
That comment, my comment on Working Dog
At
Radio.
least it wasn't
so.
the chicken nugget comment that I made a couple of years ago.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the thing that keeps you ahead of dogs, if you can ever, it gets you closer, is donations. Right?
Yeah, 100%.
And so how do people get a hold of you? How do they donate? What's the easiest thing for them to do? Like a no-brainer. They're listeners right now. They pull up your stuff online. I want to give them something.
Yeah, Brady'sCanineFund.com. There's
Letter K number 9.
K number 9. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
And there's like the donate buttons right there, and that is our easiest way. But those who can't donate, word of mouth, man, just sharing our post, a page, you putting it in there, because you never know who's going to see it and want to donate or want to help, or we're just so appreciative of anybody to help us, pave the way to help more dogs.
Yeah, and I got on your Instagram. You guys do a lot on there. I've seen it on there. You don't follow me, but that's another story. So,
I gotta get on Jillian for that.
yeah,
She's my
yeah,
social.
it is. Yeah.
I'll give her.
But you need more people on there, right?
Yeah.
We need to get you more on there. It's Brady's Canine Fund. There's no underscores or anything, right?
No.
Brady's Canine Fund on Instagram, because I'm just some idiot former knuckle dragger, and I have 20,000 followers on there.
I
and
know.
We need to get you. You need to be doubling what you get.
Tell me about it.
So I'm gonna take a look at it. I'm pretty decent at that. I'll give her some suggestions if I
Thank you.
see anything.
Yeah.
But I also don't do that for a living. Ted and I just train dogs and clean poop.
Yep.
That's really
Tell jokes.
yeah. Tell jokes and
beer.
make horrible comments.
Exactly.
But anyways, Brady's Canine Fund. You have Facebook too?
Yeah, we're on Facebook too. Brady's Canine Fun.
Where do you get the most interaction, you think?
Instagram.
Instagram?
Yeah, they love pics, man. They
Yeah.
but
Facebook is a tricky place because I hate it.
oh my God,
Hate
I
it.
can't stand them.
Hate it.
They
But-
won't let me post any pictures of a gun or
Yeah, forget
say
that.
anything.
Maybe
pro
Papa Elon
police,
could buy
forget
that
it.
one too.
Yeah, we'll try to get Elon to buy Facebook for
Yeah.
$100 billion.
Yeah.
I don't even think what's his name would sell it for $100 billion, but
No.
but Facebook unfortunately is a necessary evil for
Yeah.
raising money for having a business. Ted and I have to deal with it all the time, posting and the way you post and share and boost and things like that. So Brady's Canine Fun, Instagram, Brady's Canine Fun, Facebook. Brady's CanineFun.com is the website. Donate button is on there.
Yep.
And again, like she said, if you really like the cause, but hard times for some folks,
It is.
you can't.
You can share.
At least share it and tell some people. Follow them on Instagram, so they can keep. Where would you say 600 and some now?
620.
Oh crap! You'll be 700 by summer, right?
Hopefully, yeah.
If it's there,
Yeah.
and tell those bored people to take a stick out of their ass.
I know, right? I'm like, the money goes to the dogs, nothing else. Like, PNC doesn't need my money, right? It's the handlers, and let's just keep rolling it to them.
Yeah, Brady, how many dogs have you met?
I don't even know.
Hundreds, you think?
Yeah.
Probably. You have a favorite?
You love
Canine.
Benny.
Yeah.
Yeah, he loves Benny out of Parma PD.
Parma, Ohio?
Yeah.
Nice.
But the puppies, forget it.
Yeah.
Him
There's
and
two in
those.
there.
Oh yeah, he's
The
already
Dutch
gotten
Shepherd
them.
puppy. Yeah, they're right by
Yeah.
you, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay,
he's
yeah.
already had them. Yeah, he loves all the dogs, man. He's just a lover of them.
Benny, you guys outfitted Benny? I assume?
Yeah.
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 I don't know if I know his handler. I've met the Parma
Brian
guys.
Burnow.
I've met him a couple times. I can't remember names. I barely
Yeah.
remember. I do remember your last name. I forgot it in a minute after you told me.
It's okay. It's a tough one.
Yeah.
No, I mean, all the handlers, listen, I probably met 2 that had like a really weird personality. Everybody else is freaking phenomenal in the canine field.
Yeah.
We love them. Any way we could support them. So that's another thing that we're probably rolling out next year is, I was just telling Joe, like, there's a lot of nonprofits out there doing trauma kits and Narcan and that type of stuff. And everybody's like, what are you going to do next? And I'm like, listen, the vests are like, we can't keep up on them, obviously, with our wait list. We don't want to, veer out from doing vests. But we also like the training aspect that, all the handlers need. And so next year we're probably going to be giving more handlers an opportunity to come to Blueline.
Oh, that's great.
Paying their
Scholarships.
way. And yeah, I think we did 4 this year, but next
Oh,
year
wow.
we'll like to kick it up a little bit and let them have an opportunity to come and learn more.
That's great. Before we're done here, let's make sure that the 4 of us take a picture together.
Yeah.
And then our social media guy will post it, tag you guys. We'll see if we can't get you some little bit of momentum going.
Yeah,
And
thank
build
you.
that up a little bit. That'll be great. So anyways, thanks
Thanks
Leah,
for
Brady,
having
thank you,
me.
buddy, for coming on.
Yeah.
Yep. Being here is better than school, though, right? Yeah, I get it. I get
State
it.
testing for him tomorrow. I'm like, ugh.
You ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's that
He
hard.
shrugged. He's like, yeah.
He's a good guy in school.
What school system?
Strongsville.
Strongsville. All right.
Which I don't like to plug. They're not pro canine,
No,
not
they're
pro
not.
police, and not pro Brady's Canine Fund. So
Right, I got you. So,
yeah.
yep. All right. Anyways, thanks. Check them out, Brady'sCanineFund.com. Go there and donate, and all their social media, Brady's Canine Fund. Ted, you got anything?
No.
Nope. On to the next one.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks.
Thanks.
Thank you.